Hey. So I'm cooking, cooking. It is cold here in the ATL. It's cold. Okay, so it was 37 degrees when I got out of my car. So let me tell you what I got. I am cooking in the oven. Just one of my favorite things to do because I don't have to stand here. I can go take a shower. I can go take my clothes off. I can read a book. You know what I'm saying? The crock pot too. Hey, Day Day. Hey, in Korea. Wait. What do you say? I'm 안녕하세요. Is that right? 안녕하세요. So this is what I got in the oven. I am making wild rice and lentil. And I put coconut cream unsweetened in that with spring water. This is the wild rice that I have that I put in there. Okay. And let's see. I use the red lentil. I probably should have used a different lentil just because it's the red lentil. It cooks so easily, and the wild rice take a little longer time, so that probably wasn't the best combination. Another lentil I use is the green lentil. So yeah, that's what's in the oven. Right now, I am about to, hey Nessa, start sauteing my vegetables. So there we go right here. Okay, so, ooh, I need to chop up some stuff. Chop up my zucchini squash, but I went to my favorite, hey Chandra, what's up, boo? Yeah. Listen, I gotta get my body right. It's too much I'm learning. I got a couple book downloads that I've been really trying to learn about my body, but also I've been teaching my kids that day about the internal anatomy, and as I've been learning, because clearly I'm learning also, I'm like, man, like the basic functions of our body, like the things that we need to do to help to keep those functions doing what they do. It's a lot of it is exercise. I mean, and they say it all the time, but I don't think they really help us to know what that looks like. It's like exercise, drink plenty of water, and eat plenty of vegetables. So that's what I'm doing. Hey. Okay, so what I'm about to do is, wait, do I have some more water? I am going to put a little bit of water. I use only spring water, so that's me because of the alkaline level. But this is definitely not the only kind, but this is Iceland. So just a quick story about Iceland. Or what did they call it? Iceland. Anyway, my friend Tara was babysitting for some kids, or child sitting, for these little boys. They probably were like 7 and 10. Let me tell you, I've had like the most stimulated conversation with these little boys than most adults I know, number one. But their family was from Iceland. I think they call it Iceland. And they were saying how nasty the water is here in the United States. And I was like, okay, And after that, though, I went and got me some water from Iceland. Well, Iceland water from, of course, the stores, Kroger or something. And I was like, the water really does taste different. But the fact that these little kids can notice the difference was really interesting. They were like, the water here is gross. I was like, eee. But I had the most stimulating conversation with them about bullying and about how it's important to learn life lessons. I mean, these little kids, I was like, teach me. So, anyway, that was my Iceland water. I normally get Crystal Geyser Springs or something, a little cheap stuff, for $1.99. You can get it from the Dollar Tree, actually. So, I'm putting some onions in here. Oh, so I have a vegan store here in Atlanta called 7 Under that I go to. I pretty much try to get all my vegetables from there and just most things in general. So that's where I got this stuff from. And let me tell you, and you can fight, not me for it, but all the other vegans who be there every weekend to get the breakfast. It is the best breakfast, vegan or not, that I've ever had. No lie. So those were the purple onions. Purple onions, white onions. I mean, I'm tell you, those lines be long on the weekends. And if you late, yo, like people get big mad, like having to wait for, these are Brussels sprouts, but I see that they put some nuts in here. And I didn't know. And I don't want them. I'm about to take those out. Thanks a lot. Let me see. Reading is fundamental because it absolutely says it has nuts in here. I just saw Brussels sprouts and I took it. So letting that simmer. Okay. Zucchini. I've already cleaned it, actually, because I used it earlier. Hey, Brandon, what's up? So I'm about to chop this up. Hold on, let me see. Okay, there we go. Now, I am not no, like, master chopper, so this ain't about to be looking like, I don't know, just have lowered expectations. That's all I'm saying. I'm good not to cut myself, so. And I don't like them, like, really big. And I'm gonna try to say this every time I'm live cooking food. I don't like vegetables. I don't like vegetables. I do not like them in a boat. I do not like them in my throat. I do not like them with nothing at all. Well, I do like them with stuff, but I just don't like them individually. Like, you ain't about to see me just start to put this this zucchini in my mouth. Like, ooh, yummy. Like, nah. Like, I legit eat vegetables just for health. So, and it's possible coming from someone like me who my whole life I pretty much ate garbage. Which is why I've been on a journey to heal my body, because for the longest time, I kept saying that my immune system is weak, right? I was telling somebody about this. So I was going to the doctor all the time because I was literally getting sinus infections, viral infections, bacterial infections, like 4 times a year. I would be sick, having to call out. I was dancing then, and I was subbing. For years, this was going on, right? And the doctor would just keep giving me stuff. Antibiotics for some stuff. Sometimes, I think viral infections, you don't get antibiotics, and then bacterial infections you do, or vice versa. Anyway, they just kept giving me stuff. And I'm like, listen, like, something's wrong that I keep getting sick. And they were like, yeah, those kids can be nasty. They may not take care of themselves. Like, just be careful. Like, you work with kids, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, yeah, but like, it's me though. Like, I am getting sick all the time. Like, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to say for myself, like, it's my immune system. It's me. It's my system. Something is wrong with my system. And actually, I was going to look into. I can't afford my naturopath doctors that I've been having. Like, every visit is $400 because they don't take insurance. So I can't do it. And though I had a nutritionist and all that, and not that I go a lot, but that's just a lot for me. So I'm looking for a family practitioner who possibly really maybe specializes in immunology. Not specializes necessarily, but like has a really good understanding of it, or internal medicine, alternative medicine. That's what I'm really hoping for, because I would like to go to, have somebody like help me and keep me accountable with that stuff, and be able to test me and check my, I've had a doctor lie to me about the test that she didn't do in her office. I quickly got a new doctor, but like, she legit had a poster in her, this when I first went vegan, and my body started to feel different, of course, but I started to notice things that weren't really right. Like, my body started bruising, had more aches and pains, whatever. I looked it up. I realized I was lacking in certain vitamin levels. And so I went to the doctor, and I was like, can I get I looked up test for that. And I was like, can I get, test? Because I believe, since I changed my diet, I told her what I was doing. I was like that, I'm lacking in essential vitamins. And she was like, how do you know that? And I was like, I'm saying, like, I don't. That's why I want to test. You know what I'm saying? I want to test. But I'm thinking because of these symptoms that I'm having. And then she had a poster on her board of all these different tests that you can get at the doctor's office. So I was like, actually, can I have tests from my vitamin, this level, that level, potassium, like whatever was on the wall. And then she was like, what makes you think we do that? And I was like, oh, well, on the wall, like it says, ask about these tests. She's like, oh, that's an old poster. I said, okay, ma'am. I just am gonna get me a new doctor, because I can't. Like, this is my body. Like, that's the only one I got. I just gotta take care of it. So my relationship with you not gonna work. But anyway, so that's what I'm looking for right now. Eating healthy and drinking a lot of water. Okay, so like I said, I try not to just really cook my vegetables like so tough, so that they won't lose any of the much of the nutritional value. Sorry. So this is the coconut amino stuff that I have used a couple times. It's basically organic coconut blossom, nectar, water, and sea salt. You can make this yourself. Sure. I could make it myself, okay? And then I'm putting in some coconut cream. And not because I'm a huge fan of coconut, but this does just kind of give it, it helps to thicken it. Not that I need that, but I'm just saying. Okay. So, let me show you how it looks. So just real quick, I had said in my last cooking video that I needed to try to tag Tabitha Brown. And I mentioned that and I kind of moved on. So then I get a friend request from Tabitha Brown. And it was some little kid in some country somewhere. And I'm like, little kid, I don't know what you think this is, but it ain't that, okay? Get your life. Don't come for mine. I'm grown. Okay. Just had to share that. So next, while the pot is skillet simmering tool is still hot, I'm going to put in portobello mushrooms, and I am also putting in this hot pepper medley, just because I like it and I can appreciate hot peppers. So this has tell you the peppers that it has in there. I guess I'm supposed to know red peppers, jalapeno peppers, ghost peppers. I think that's it. So anyway, I'm chopping these up, and I'm gonna chop up the portobello mushrooms. Turn this around. Turn it around. I also use different vegetable washes. This one came from Trader Joe's. But I use another one too from Kroger. Okay. Chop them up. My wild rice and lentils is still cooking in the oven. Just how I like it. Labor free. Okay. Portobello. I have since turned my fire off, but I'm gonna turn it back on just for the mushrooms and the peppers. Okay, and now the peppers. These are my peppers. Peppers. All right, so here we go again. And Brenda, I'm sure you definitely know more about like what knives to use and stuff like that. I just use just kind of whatever. But please share what if you would like. Okay, so that's those. And then this red pepper. I don't know if this is considered a ghost pepper. They definitely are spicy. And if you can't take the heat, get you at the kitchen. We on a mission. Okay. You see, and then these peppers, which has a lot of seeds in them. Or all of them do, but my mouth gonna be burning, which also will encourage me to drink the most water. Yes. I'm actually really doing these because I don't want them to go bad. So I'm willing to suffer a little bit. I hate wasting food. Listen, I will find a way. I hate to waste me some food. Listen. I've had some hungry days. I've had some hills to climb. Okay. Just gonna do this. So these are gonna be my peppers. And these are the hot peppers. Okay. I'm gonna put that inside. Throw away as I go. And I am in no way any kind of chef or anything. I have cooking. I've definitely watched others, but I just, you learn what you like. Find different ways to make it. Okay, so now I put the mushrooms and the peppers in with the rest of the vegetables. Remember, I also had the coconut aminos and the coconut cream. I do not love coconut in general, like coconut flakes, coconut stuff, but I have learned that certain things don't have the like full out coconut flavor. It's the flavor that kind of I don't really love. So that's that. I may cover it. I'm gonna check on my wild rice because basically the lentil has been done. So that's why that using a red lentil wasn't the best decision. Okay, so check out this wild rice. Let y'all look at that. Like I said, I just put it in the oven. That's wild rice with a little bit of coconut cream, spring water, and lentil. So that's lentil, the little, not little, I use little a lot, but the covering of what you see here. I'm gonna stir it up. Okay, so you can see the wild rice a little bit better. See that? That's pretty much wild rice, coconut cream, and lentil. Haven't put any type of seasonings in that or my vegetables. Not that you should not at all, but I just haven't. Let me try some sea salt. Put a little bit of sea salt in the wild. Oops. I always do that. That's why I had too much salt in the last one. I do the wrong side. I do the wrong side. So since I put it in there, I'm not gonna put it since all that fell out in there. I'm not gonna put it in the vegetables. I'm just gonna hopefully that should be enough. Okay, so now I'm going to add the lentil wild rice. And I've used both of them, to be honest, just because sometimes being a vegan, I just don't be feeling full, and I just get like 5 and 6 helpings. And, I just want to be careful with that. So I'll like double up on something like the proteins. So, can you guys see it? This is really hot. So look, I am pouring in the wild rice and the lentil into the vegetables. Not that you have to, but I'm going to do it so I can wash this and be done. Sorry, that was not what I wanted to do. Okay, so just going to stir it in together. The wild rice has been probably cooking for like 30 minutes, maybe even 40 minutes. It's been in there a while. Takes a little longer. So, okay. I think the mushroom is cooked enough. All right, I'm gonna show y'all what I got. I really want. But I didn't have any. So this is what it is. And I'm gonna learn how to angle the camera in ways that. Can you see it? Ooh, don't know if it looks good to you or not. But I'm gonna eat it though. I'm gonna eat it though. Whether it looks good to you or me. All right. Cause a lot of times I make stuff, it don't really look that great for someone who, at my core, I'm more carnivorous than anything. But like I said, my body doesn't digest meat well at all, and I had to find it out on my own. No doctor ever told me that. I actually, some kind of way, I don't know, maybe somebody mentioned it to me, but I looked up, like, can your body be allergic to meat or something? I don't know, but I was having these reactions from eating meat soon after eating meat. And then I saw this article about like 10 ways you can know that you could be allergic to meat. And one of them was having a weak immune system. But of course, it's plenty of things like with a weak immune system. But it was that, how your gas smells, how your body odor. It was a number of things. Fatigue, all of that. And I'm telling you, out of the 10, I probably had 7 or 8 of the things. And stopped eating meat, and at least I no longer at all have to deal with 5 of the 8, 5 of the 10. Sorry, 5 of the 8 or 7 that I know that I had. At least 5 of them I don't. And one being my immune system, which is the biggest thing for me. But ain't nobody's doctor, and I'm still learning and reading things. So there's a lot of information out there. You could read things for yourself, but it's important to know your body, know what you can handle. So just because something's a vegetable don't mean that your body can handle it well, right? Our bodies are different. Dang, I've been going 30 minutes. Dang, I'm doing the most right now. And so when people ask me, what did I cook? I have no words, boo-boo. I don't follow recipes, which is why I fail at least 50% of the time, but that's okay. That's okay, because a lot of times those recipes fail me more than that. I am not a fan of recipes. Are helpful for many people, but for me, I don't like people's recipes. I don't know how else to say that. I've always been a picky eater child, and adult. So there's that. One of the reasons why I did not like vegetables. And funny story, Mom, if you're out there, I'm sure you'll remember this. Peas are the worst, okay? If peas was a person, I would be doing this and talking to them and being like, you suck. You're garbage. You're trash. I don't talk to people like that, though. Peas is not a person, it's a vegetable. So I hated peas. And my mom, being who she is, she, of course, that I never verbally said that anyway. But when she made them, maybe I said it, I don't really remember. All I remember is this part. That she said before we got up from the table, we had to eat our peas. Everybody else probably ate a little bit of them. I tried to throw mine in the trash. And she was there. It wasn't like I was trying to hide it. I just was like, I'm definitely not eating these. And so she made me get them and sit down at the table, and she told me to eat my peas. So then I tried to hurry up and eat them. Nope. So then she said, she's like, you better eat your peas. You won't be able to get up from the table. And then I said, well, okay then. So I got up from the table, and she was like, where are you going? I was like, I'm going to get my pillow because you said I can't get up from the table, so I might as well sleep at the table. And then, of course, my mom is a mom of the melanin tribe. So there were repercussions. And then, so I set my tail down, tried to scarf up the peas. And of course, since I don't like them, I threw it up. It's definitely mental, right? But that is what happened. And that's all I'm going to say. So anyway, don't like vegetables, never have, but I'm eating them for my health. Okay? You could do it. Most people I talk to that are not vegan love vegetables. And I be really like side-eyeing them like, ain't nobody ask you. Because it is a struggle for me. Most people like, I could be a vegan if I really wanted to because I love vegetables so much. And that's so good for you. Warm feelings. Just not maybe the ones you think. So anyway, I don't know what this is called because I just come up with the vegetables that I pretty much eat all the time. And I throw them into something, a casserole dish. Let's see, this is still hot. Nope. A casserole dish or a pot of soup or something. And then I'll add my lentil or wild rice or something and cook it, cook it, cook it, cook it. And then that's it. Like, it ain't called nothing. I don't really follow nobody to that extent because, like I said, I like my own things. So that's what it is. That's what it be. Hey D, what's up? Kale chips are veggies. No. Kale is a sea vegetable, but I didn't make that. Actually, okay, so a plug. I plugged 7 Under earlier. But there's this vegan restaurant in East Point, Georgia called Lovin' Life, I think. Lovin' It Life or Lovin' to Life. I just had them for the first time tonight and they were good. I'm finished cooking, Tyson. That's why I'm talking. You got me though. You got me. I'm about to go there. Dang. I was just looking at what people were saying. But anyway, DeAndre, I say that because they have a seaweed. They have basically sushi, vegan sushi wraps, and it was so good. It had like portobello mushroom, zucchini, squash, red and yellow peppers. They do some kind of seasoning. Anyway, it was really, really good. So Loving It to Life vegan restaurant. And me plug my homeboy Issa's restaurant. Issa, I forgot. I always do that. Dang. Life Bistro. Listen, Life Bistro's vegan food is amazing. Okay? Amazing. Issa and whoever your crew is, you did that. You did that. But you've always been very entrepreneurial, very progressive and forward thinking. So congratulations to you, Issa. You said reminds you of the Crooklyn Black Eyed Peas scene. Listen, honey. Whew. Oh, your sister. Oh, good. She knows about that. Listen. Yes. Oh, I still buy those. Listen, seaweed, DeAndre. You got me, boo. Hey, hey, you got me. These are my chips, boo boo. And I've tried to make the kale chips myself. But those are hit or miss. These are the noodles that I use when I want to make some spaghetti or something like that. So these are kelp noodles. I try not to use like starchy pasta things. I've done lentil noodles, chickpea noodles, but kelp noodles is my go-to. So because it doesn't have all the starch, and so this is a sea vegetable. And yeah, it actually, people have had my stuff that had kelp noodles. They could taste the difference, but they actually kind of liked it. So I think it's worth a try. All right, Tyson said I'm talking too much, and I agree. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good weekend, a good night, and that's it.